Hey everyone, welcome to the episode 14 of Prasidee Podcast. Our next guest is Mr. Ramalingam S, founder and CEO of BigMyGig and Prarambhan Creative Works. Watch this inspiring story of a young man who left a dream job to realize his dreams and continues to work hard to entertain others and ensures a complete balance in his work and personal life. Listen to him to know why he rejected an investment offered to his startup in the ideation stage itself. So, Ram, please just tell us about yourself and BigMyGig.
I have been into this startup journey for close to 10 years now. I have had my MBA done from Jamnalal Bajaj, one of the prestigious preschools of this country. I am also a software engineer and I have had my fair share of experiments within the software as well as non-tech kind of startups that I have been involved in. BigMyGig is technically my fourth venture. It all started at around 10 o'clock at night. Me and my partner decided that let's take part in a competition, and we wanted to know what we could do. Incidentally, I have had some experience with event management, and my partner is an artist working since 12 years. So we got together, laid out a plan what we can do to work together and create a business model that will work. We initially started it as a concept called Zuki.com. It was a prototype. We were hiring interns while we were still in college. We were hiring interns from other colleges, managing people, building up a system and network. When we started with Zuki.com, the idea was it's an artist booking platform like Amazon. You go there, buy anything on Amazon. You can come to my portal and buy anything. So this is the technology. This is the platform. That's fine. But when you actually implement it and make it a business, you get to know that every business is different and the intricacies are different. And we worked over it. We developed our prototype. That's where BigMyGig came, which is an online artist search and discovery tool to book artists for every event, with a simple vision that lack of entertainment in this country and really in the world, of good quality entertainment. This whole vision came into the thought that we have to do something for improving everyone's entertainment section of their life. That's in a nutshell about me and BigMyGig.
That's great. So, Ram, you said that in one of our earlier discussions, you said that you always wanted to be a tycoon, but never for money. So, then what is your passion in life, and what do you strive for?
See, when I mentioned that I wanted to be a tycoon, it is more of a childhood dream where you feel if you're rich, everything is good and you have everything at your disposal, everything on a plate. But then when I grew up, I realized it's not just for the money part of it, but it is for the happiness. And as you grow older, you realize that happiness is not directly related to just money. So I still want to be a tycoon because I still want to achieve something in life, create something which I would be known for. Okay. I may earn money out of it, I may not earn money out of it, but that is secondary. That is just an outcome. But then if I work hard, if I do everything in the right direction, I think I can achieve. The whole idea is to achieve happiness. The whole idea is to be content with what I'm doing.
So where do you see yourself in this journey to achieve this personal goal?
Where I come from from this is that when there used to be these questions asked in school and college, see at 80 what you want to be or how do you want to die. So I always used to say I want to die a happy person. So in that journey, yes, till now there has been a lot of struggle, some crazy decisions taken, but till now I'm very happy with what I have done. Today there are enough dreams that I have. I still have to achieve. That's the fun part about dreaming. You dream every day of doing something better in the next step. So that's where I am right now.
That's great. That's great. So, in your college days, you have taken part and won pitching competitions. So, some people get scared that their idea might get copied from such events. So, did you ever had any such fear in your mind?
When I was my engineering days, I was part of the team that founded our cell, the entrepreneurship cell in our college. Similarly, at Jamnalal Bajaj, I was part of the entrepreneurship cell there as well. And one thing that we used to tell everyone who used to come to us for advice or help or anything was be open with their ideas. It is not just the idea that makes you good or makes your business a winnable proposition. It is the execution and implementation, and also the drive of the founders. So anyone who's copying the idea may not have the same drive or may not have the same idea and implementation. So hence, there's really not a fear or anything. You won't believe it, but my the current co-founder that I have was a competitor of mine in the same competition. But post the competition, we all got together and we decided to come together. We were four of us when we started. In a startup's journey, there are initially a lot more failures, and if you don't have the drive and if it's basically not your idea, you may not have the will to go through all the failures. So you're just copying from someone. You may not have that will. And the other thing is about the person who has the idea. That guy would have put in at least 4 or 5 months of thought behind. For anyone else, he's already has that 4 or 5 months of handicap. It's not just easy to just copy someone's idea. It's you can just pray. If you want to win a competition, probably you can. But in real life, you want to do a business, then copy data doesn't work. And those who are afraid of that, they should be more worried about how do they execute their idea rather than worrying on others copying it.
True, and that's a wonderful advice also for others. So, just tell us about your own first pitching experience and how did you prepare for it?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, the pitching competition itself, we were initially not very keen to be part of, but the last day we decided, chalo karte, and that's how it started. But this was something called Bizorian. Okay, it's an initiative within our college which runs over years, and college takes care of such ideas throughout. So there was a lot of mentoring around. So one of our ex-alums were mentoring us. So a lot of mentoring, lots of mock pitches were done, and huge amount of preparation was done. The other part is even during our presentations in colleges and stuff, we were slightly different from everyone in the sense we wanted to always have a show. It was not about, again, as I have put it in my own personal journey, that it's not about that money or it's not about that award in that pitching competition. It was more about whether I'm honest with whatever I'm pitching, and secondly, whether people are enjoying the idea. Because our business in itself is about people having that maza.
All right, that's great. So you have had a long history, if I may say, with angel investors and funders, and you have also mentioned to me earlier that BigMyGig was offered funding even during your college days itself, and but you rejected the funding, and you continue to be in the bootstrap mode along with working full time in the corporate world. So just discuss with me what was your thought process then after this step.
So having exposure to investors and funders, yes, since 2008-9, I have been part of various competitions in terms of. So there was this thing started by Love Sayal called iWeekend. It used to happen in IIT Bombay and Bangalore. And in 2009, I was the youngest member of that group. So everyone was 30, 40, and I was there, 18-year-old, sitting there talking to everyone. And but what I learned from that scenario and learned from the people there was about being honest on when you are taking funding. So when it came to BigMyGig, the idea was really good. The idea is really good still. And we had just pitched it. So there was some alum of ours who had come down who wanted to invest in ideas. He had requested us because we were part of ESEN to showcase some people. So after around 4 or 5 ideas, he came up to us and he said, "यार इसमें कोई मजा नहीं आ रहा. Do you have someone who can do it?" So we said, "ठीक है sir, we have a plan. We have not made any presentation or anything. I'll just let you know." And in 10 minutes, we explained to him what we were looking out for, and he was ready to fund us. And that is the step when we realized, okay, we have something really good because someone is ready to write a check just by listening to us for 10 minutes. That also gave us a thought saying that, okay, if you want to do this seriously, we need to put in a lot more efforts than just a 10-minute pitch or presentation. And second of all, we did not want to take money without having the confidence in the business model. After that day, we also had 3 more people who came to us, one from Australia, one from Delhi, who said that we want to invest in your business and things. But the problem was I could have taken the money, but I was not very confident in the business model then. Technically, what we were doing then, we have actually stopped. So even if I had taken the money, it would have gone as it would have been a kind of a failure then. So I did not want that liability on my head or give loss to someone knowingly. Unknowingly हो जाता है and all I understand, but जानबूझ के आपको वो नहीं करना चाहिए. And that's where we decided that once we have a good business model and once we are confident about it, once I can put my money in it and not worry about someone else's money. So that is the day I will go out for funding. Luckily, over the 2-3 years, we have found out a good model that works. We have been starting something so along with this, we have also started another small agency kind of a thing where we provide consultancy on marketing and on various other facilities, and that is actually funding our business.
So let's just talk about how your full-time corporate job helped you in your entrepreneurial journey, if it has. Do you think it helped you?
I believe if so it's my it's something that there in my family that all jobs are good. There's nothing bad, and it's not that I started a venture just to get rid of that corporate life and everything. I had a dream job coming out of campus. I was made a brand manager within 3 months of, and you require at least 5 to 6 years to become a brand manager. I was made a brand manager within 3 months. I was very happy with what I was doing. It's a dream for a marketing student to go there, be part of creative discussions and creating concepts. But at the back of it, I always knew that this is what I want to do in life. Corporate job, I was giving 100% there as well. But I had a understanding. See, I'm doing this for some time because I need to fund my venture. I need to fund my dream, and I also learned a lot during that time. Fortunate enough to work with some of the biggest names in the industry. Post that, there was one day when all four of us got together and said like, should we or shouldn't we? That's where two of us said we can go ahead. The other two decided not to. That was the day. Few days later, we had our company registered, and we said, okay, that's how it is.
That's great. So, Ram, you have been mentioning about your college, Jamnalal Bajaj Institute, and you have spoken to me earlier also that it had changed your life and gave a whole new dimension to it. What experience, if I may ask in particular, or what had happened that had changed you so much there?
See, Jamnalal Bajaj, or for that matter, MBA as a course, in my opinion, is just a group combination of a lot of experiences. Okay, and it's where people share their experiences, how they have dealt with situations and stuff, and that's a compilation of all that is put together, and we create something called an MBA. That's my belief. Fortunately, Jamnalal Bajaj has a huge alum network and has a lot of we get a lot of exposure in that, and this gives us a new dimension in life. And when you see people at Jamnalal Bajaj, when you see the alums coming in, not just their names but just their experience and the way they have dealt with problems, and how so I had mentioned to you before, Jamnalal Bajaj also had a venture and which had failed after 2 years, and I had known what the problems were, but I had no solution. But when I came to Bajaj, I realized it's that, and I had actually given up at that time because I couldn't find a solution and I had given up. When I had come to Bajaj, I realized how these people are finding solutions, how they are not giving up or not letting go. I have never been part of such a good institution, good group of people. Personally, when I have never been a topper in my life, I've never done great in education and stuff like that. I've been there, then and there, never failed or anything. They've been there and there. And when you come into such a atmosphere where everyone is a topper and everyone is motivated to achieve better and better, you yourself get changed because you see them practicing, you see them working hard, and that motivates you. And that is something that has really come in. And today, when I am working in my business, I see my partner working and putting in the efforts. That is something that has come from Bajaj. So he himself also credits it to Bajaj, saying ki, see, before Bajaj and after Bajaj, there's a huge difference in the way we work. The energy, the discipline, the commitment that it has brought in us is something that has helped us with live our journey today. That's what I would say has actually changed us, and that's what I would like to attribute to our college.
Thanks for watching this episode of Prasidee Podcast. Please wait until this Friday to watch the concluding part of our interview with Ramalingam. You will be surprised to know he left his high-paying job just a week before his wedding. Know about the story of this extraordinary man who faced all the challenges in his life with courage and determination. Please find all the details of this interview in the description and the podcast show notes. If you like it, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button below, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. For latest updates, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you.